All right, everybody. It is a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. This is GentCulture. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about making amends, proper amends with your woman or with women. One of the situations that inspired this program today was I witnessed a situation between a black man and a black woman. It was a very volatile situation. It got real ugly. But the reason why it happened is what I want to talk about today. And the reason why the brother didn't handle it properly. And also, he had no understanding on why it was occurring. I knew exactly why it was occurring and why he wasn't handling it properly. So I'm going to teach that today. I'm going to tell you what really went down. And I'm going to teach you how to prevent this between you and your woman or with you and women. We're going to show you today how to properly make amends with the woman so her anger doesn't show up later on and embarrass you or even worse. All right? It's Gen Culture. It's coming up right now. All right, Dame. Let's treat it like a lady. And we're going to talk about making amends with your woman or with women in order to achieve balance with them and have a better overall relationship, whether it be an intimate relationship or just a friendship or just an overall, um, just an overall acquaintance with them. Okay. And so let's get right into it. Okay. Let's start with some of the biggest mistakes that guys make when you're dealing with women. All right. Is to get negative emotions from them. We're going to define some terms here in the gentleman culture. All right. Negative emotions. Now, what are negative emotions? Negative emotions from a woman is when she has emotions about you that are less than desirable. Emotions that will allow her to roll her eyes at you or look at you in a mean way or not respect anything you say, or give her the indication that you're not a good person or you're not a trustworthy person. You know, these are all negative emotions. These are the type of emotions you want to stay away from when you're dealing with women. Now, sometimes they cannot be helped. So when they do pop up, it's important as a man that you know how to deal with them so they don't get out of control on you, right? Now, hold on one second. What's going on, y'all? All right. So they don't get out of control on you. And that's where a lot of guys make a mistake. When the negative emotions show up, they ignore the negative emotions and then they allow the negative emotions to get completely out of control. And once they get to a certain level, there's really no stopping them at that point. It's kind of like a teapot boiling over or a volcano erupting. Okay? But let's go on back and find out how we can stop this from happening. All right. Now, online today, I noticed that there's a lot of jousting going back and forth between men and women, and this shouldn't be happening to begin with. I'm old school, okay? We didn't argue with women. We may have said a thing or two here and there, but there was never any all-out arguments with the woman. We was taught to refrain from that. We was taught that as men, arguing with women was weak. All right. And as a man, you're supposed to be stronger than that. And you didn't argue with a woman because you couldn't get a word in edgewise, nor could you win an argument with him anyway. So why even bother? That's not the case today. The generation of black men out here today are something different altogether. They seem to be just as vocal, and in some cases, even more vocal than the women, something I've never seen before. And in some cases, they are even more emotional than the women, something, again, I have never seen before. Now, the situation today is much more difficult to get under control because the men are in a really, really bad position today. There's not enough strong men out here today. Guys who think arguing with women and trying to put women in their place on social media in front of the rest of the world, they think that is strength. That's not strength. You're not strong because you can argue with a woman and call her out of her name and you think you can put her in her place in front of everybody. That isn't strength. That's actually an emotional issue that you're having a problem with. Okay? That's what that is. All right, and so let's get into that. Unfortunately, that's what we have to deal with. That's what we have to correct today. Okay, we have to start correcting our behavior and start regaining our strength as black men. Now, understand something. As a black man, strength is what you're all about. Being strong It's what you are all about. Everything else it comes after that. It's strength first. Okay, matter of fact, count yourself as S1, strength first. All right. If I ask you, are you a S1? You should tell me, yeah, you're a S1. Strength first. All right. Strong. That's what you're supposed to be. And so within the realm of that strength, all of these things are supposed to be under control. Your mental state of mind, your emotional state should be under control. And so your behavior. All of these things should firmly be under control under the guise of strength. You should never allow these things to be out of control. If any one of these things are out of control, then it breaks your strength and your strength turns into weakness. All right? But when your strength is intact, it comes with a lot of benefits. One of the benefits is self-control. Being able to control your emotions, being able to refrain from things you shouldn't be getting involved in, like emotional confrontations with women. A man has no business in a emotional confrontation with a woman. Now, I know that you see it all the time, and you see it so much that you believe that this is something natural that you should do as a man. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be sitting up here getting into emotional confrontations with women. That's not what men do. Now, we have a large contingent of males who are weak, and they are not men, and they do not exemplify what a man is supposed to be. And yes, many of them have names. Some of them have accolades, like Kevin Samuels. That means nothing. These aren't men. These are weak males who have problem with women. And if you're not careful, if you listen too much to them, they're going to project their weaknesses onto you. And then you are going to start permeating the kind of weakness that repels women. And you're going to be wondering why you can't capture the attention of a woman, because your persona is repulsive. And you don't realize it because you've adopted the principles of these weak men who are acting like rebellious children towards their mother. So strength is your thing. Adopt the ideology of the S1. Strength first. S1, strength first. That's what you're supposed to be, strong. A man's nature is strong. The woman and the children are supposed to lean on you. You are the strength that allows them to deal with what they have to deal with in life. It allows them to overcome obstacles in life because of the strength that permeates from you. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of things that go into building your mentality to a strong point to where women will respect you. One of the things you have to learn how to do, you have to learn how to establish even ground with a woman, especially in front of other women, because women are always watching. Okay, whenever you are square dealing with a woman, you want many women watching as possible. All right, because that adds to your persona. When they see your strength, they talk about it to other women. They talk about it. Okay, that's what you want. You want your strength to become famous amongst women because it makes you attractive. Things like this makes you attractive. You don't have to be wearing the latest clothes or, have on a $9,000 suit, and a $250 pair of skinny jeans that are bright fuchsia pink. You ain't got to be doing all of that. You can be a regular dude wearing regular clean clothes, but your strength is what sticks out that women are paying attention to. You ever notice that you see some guys that look kind of goofy? They dress regular. They don't seem to be the workout type or whatever, but they got some of the finest women you've ever seen. You be like, man, what is a woman like that doing with a goofball like that? Right? Well, let me let you in a little secret. That goofball is strong. He may look like a goofball to you, but there's things you don't know about that goofball that she know about. That's why she's with him. Okay? Now, a lot of you might say, well, she's with him because she's laying the pipe. Well, that's a pimp way of looking at things. Stop thinking about women in terms of the way a pimp would think about them. There's much more to women than just laying the pipe. It's actually disrespectful that that's all you think that they're good for. And that's all that you think, and that's all that can come to your mind when you think about them. That's actually disrespectful. And that's terrible on your part as a man. There's a lot more to women than just laying the pipe. And there's a lot more reasons out there why they're with certain men other than just laying the pipe. That goofy dude you're talking about, he may be a serious protector. He may be a serious provider, a serious protector, a good father, and a good man overall. And he's strong. He may appear goofy to you, but to her, he's all of these things. That's why she's with him. And you thinking that you look better than him, or you do better than him, and you don't have a girl at all on your arm. So these are the things that will set you apart from these guys who are listening to these dating coaches that don't tell you anything about women that you can use. Most of these dating coaches are self-centered and they're narcissists. Like that dude Miles, whatever his name is, Miles, whatever. It's a very self-centered dude. His teachings are going to lead you to loneliness. That's what his teachings are going to lead you. They're going to lead you to loneliness. See, these dating coaches, you can put them to the test by telling them to show what they're worth. Where are these women that you say you can get? Where are these women that you say that you've conquered? Where are these women that are bowing to your will? Where are these women acquiescing to what you're teaching? You won't find such women because there's no woman that's going to acquiesce to the things that these guys teach. Okay? You can't ask a woman to center all her time around you and she doesn't get anything in return. That's ridiculous. That's called slavery. Stop listening to these guys that give you the rhetoric I call slave rhetoric. They want women to be slaves. They want women to cater to them and them only. They want women to center their time completely around them and them only. And they don't want to give the woman nothing in return. That's not realistic. If that's the way you think, then I will call you dumb. And then after that, I would tell you that you're never going to get a woman. You're never going to have a solid relationship. For one, you're unfit to even be in a relationship with a woman if that's the way you think. Now let's get back to making amends. When you have a situation with a woman that becomes volatile, the woman becomes upset. Y'all may be arguing about something, or something may have been said that could have been taken out of context, or something may have been said that could have been intended to hurt someone or hurt her or whatever. and she reacts in a certain way. Now, understand, women and men are different in their way of thinking, and women are extremely more emotional than men naturally. So you have to be careful when you use words against women because they mean more and they are more effective because they are naturally emotional. They don't just bounce off of them like raindrops like they do us. But then again, the crop of men out here today are so weak, I'm not sure if anything bounces off of you. Because many of you seem to be as weak as women. Women can be weak. Newsflash. There's nothing wrong with a woman being weak because she's a woman. You can't get that. You're supposed to be a man. You can't. I'm telling you what you look like. And I'm giving you the correct information. You cannot get that. You can't mimic feminine behavior and call yourself a man. You cannot do that. You can't get away with that. A woman can be weak. It's no problem. Nobody's going to say anything because she's a woman. A lot comes with that. We know that they're going to be weak. We know that they're going to be emotional. That's nothing new. So if a woman is being weak, at a particular point in time, okay, we get it. She's a female. We're not going to penalize her for it. She's being a woman. You, on the other hand, we could penalize heavily because you're not a woman. And you need to stop behaving like a woman. You need to stop trying to be a woman. Now, I'm also talking to you effeminate brothers, too. If you're out there and you're listening and you're caught up in that effeminate culture and you're confused, you need to listen to GentCulture. My GentCulture. Stop behaving like a female. You're not a female. Stop wearing soft ass colors in your clothes. That's not manly. Again, that's feminine nature. Stop doing it. I know these LGBTQ and the gays, they want you to be all mixed up like that, but start reclaiming your manhood. Stop allowing people to take your manhood away from you and define your manhood as what they want your manhood to be. You define your manhood. Don't allow others to define your manhood. You defined it. Now, getting back to the situation at hand, right? So if you are in a situation with a woman and it has gone awry because somebody has said something that is completely out of control, and now the woman is upset and you're upset, and there's a situation going down. All right. If some things were said that were particularly vicious, especially if they've been said over a period of time, if you don't settle that, if you don't make amends with that woman or repair that with that woman, and you just leave it behind, it's going to come back on you. It's not going away because it's unresolved. You dealing with women. Women are emotional. When they get cut emotionally, it hurts and it stays, it lingers. And because they are women, they could become even more angry with you to the point where they can resent you, to the point where they want to hurt you or they want to see you hurt. It escalates with them. It doesn't stay the same. It escalates. And like I said before, if you're in a position that is prominent and people are watching you and they know that you are a no good so-and-so, many women will choose that time to strike. So, and their intention is to show everybody who's watching you, who think that you are so prominent, is to show them that you aren't who you say you are, and that you are either a charlatan or you are a liar, you're deceitful, and you're no good. And you, on the other hand, because you did not deal with the situation a while back the way you should have, you didn't make amends, you didn't make sure that situation was dealt with, you are going to be caught off guard and you're going to be thinking that, well, wait a minute, where is this coming from? It's coming from out of nowhere. She's attacking me. She is not coming out of nowhere. And yes, she's attacking you because there's a debt that you owe that must be paid. And this is why you guys get the woman that comes up out of nowhere and she just jumps on you in front of everybody and you think that she's doing it for no reason. And you think that she's an awful person because she's doing this for no reason. No, she actually thinks you're the one that's an awful person because you did something to her that hurt her and you never made amends. And then you discarded her as if she was insignificant. This will incur emotional anger. And she's going to want to see something awful happen to you. And again, you are oblivious to what's going on because whatever that situation was that caused that pain in her, you either forgot about or didn't care about and never did anything to fix. And that's how women pop up out of nowhere later on, talking about they're going to get you, they're disrespectful, and they're saying all kinds of things about your family because they're trying to hurt you in the worst way because you hurt them. And then you are the one who's oblivious to what they're doing. And you think that they're terrible people. You think you're justified in attacking her back because you think she came at you for no reason. And you think that everybody around you that's watching you agrees with you. Well, to avoid situations like that, what you have to do is when you have a situation with a woman and it becomes emotional and she get either emotionally distraught or she feels that she's been slighted in some kind of way, or she feels that you came at her wrong, or she may feel that she's getting the raw end of the stick. I'm talking about the wrong end of the stick. And she feels some kind of way. One, you have to pay attention to how she feels because that's going to determine on how far she pursues what just happened. So you get enough feelings from her that she's real serious about this, then you need to make proper amends. Now, one of the ways you can make proper amends is you can acknowledge what happened. Now, make sure, now it's very important that you acknowledge things before you apologize to a woman. The reason why you do that is because you don't just want to give a half-hearted apology, because that can backfire on you too. What you want to do is you want to acknowledge the situation so she can hear that you're serious about what happened and that you are conscious about what happened and why she is the way she is. So you bring up the situation, you talk about it, and then what you do is you take responsibility for the part that you played in the situation. A man of integrity always takes responsibility for his thoughts and actions and behaviors towards others. Keep that in mind. So you talk about the part that you played in it, right? And then once you acknowledge the part that you played and you sit there with her and you go back and forth about how you can make this thing right. Always want to get to a solution. Once you talk about the part that you play and she understands the part that you play, she understands that you're not going to be ignoring what happened in the situation, then she's satisfied to the point where she at least wants to hear the situation out and that she's opening herself up to accept an apology if it's wrong on your end. So once you do that, then you make the heartfelt apology, okay, to try to close the situation. It's very important that you achieve closure with a woman. You want closure because closure will prevent them from coming back on you later on out of nowhere. And trust me, if you hurt them enough, they will come after you. Okay? They will come after you. So you want to make sure you get closure in the situation to where she's satisfied. All right? Even if she ends up crying, as long as you achieve a closure, you'll be fine. And this is the proper way that you make amends. Seek closure. Be strong enough to admit when you're wrong and take responsibility for your actions. You understand? And always acknowledge the part that you play so she'll understand that you are truly sorry about what went down and that you didn't mean to hurt her. And then she'll be open for accepting a heartfelt apology and will be willing to turn the page on the book. Okay? That's how you do it. Closure. If you do not seek closure, if there is no closure, then she will come back after you because understand something. When women are burned like this, their emotions will continue to escalate the matter in their mind. And many of them could become very angry to the point where they start to be vindictive. And then you got a real problem on your hands. So you don't want to just poo-poo a situation with a woman as if it means anything. You're dealing. I'm sorry, as if it doesn't mean anything. You're dealing with women, and you have to take them seriously. Now I know many of you out there listen to these dating coaches, and they call women bees and hoes, and they have no respect for women. But I'm here to tell you that stop listening to those males. Those aren't men, and all they're going to do is get you in serious trouble with women. Now you have to ask yourself, is getting a woman very important to you at this point? If it is, then you need to do the necessary things about yourself to be in a serious relationship with a woman. One of the things that you have to stop doing, you have to stop disrespecting them. You have to stop calling them out their name. That bothers them. I'm trying to tell you that pimp shit is not cool. Y'all need to get off this pimp shit. All this pimp culture does is teach you how to disrespect women. It teaches you how to hurt women, and it eventually will turn you gay. Because the pimp culture is about extreme hatred for women. There's nothing good about the pimp culture. There's nothing good you can get out of being a pimp. Now, I've heard some dudes that have been talking about they learned game from a pimp. They learned good things about a pimp because a pimp told them to go to school and stay off the street and yada, yada. So what? Anybody in their right mind could tell a child to get off the street and go to school. Pimps are not cool because they told you to go to school. And I've had guys come up and tell me, man, I learned from pimps. Well, if you learn from pimps, then you got a bad position towards women. And you know what kills me when I hear guys talking about, man, they was pimps, man. I respected them because they was pimps. I don't respect a real man will never respect a pimp. Ladies, if you ever hear a guy tell you that he respects a pimp, don't talk to him. Because only a fool would respect a pimp. All right, that's not the guy for you. Matter of fact, you can cut to the chase. I'm gonna give you women a gem right now. I'm gonna drop a gem on you right now. Y'all can save yourselves a lot of trouble when you trying to court a guy. Just simply ask him one question: how does he feel about pimps? What did he think about the pimp game? If he give you any kind of shit like, well, you know, my uncles were pimp and they were pimps, and you know, I thought about pimping and I think pimping is okay, or I don't really think pimping is a big deal because such and such and such, then stop talking to him. What you want, the correct answer is, right, I don't respect pimps. I don't like pimps. I think pimps are a bad thing. I think that pimp culture is bad. You want anything that's against pimp culture. If you don't get that, stop talking to that guy. Okay? Don't even waste your time anymore. If he respects pimps, right, he'll never respect you. You'll never have a good relationship with him. Because in the back of his mind, he's always going to have that pimp culture in his head, which will eventually lead to disrespecting you. Trust me, it's going to start showing his ugly head. Even if it doesn't show up right away, I guarantee you it will show up. So you can get it. You can get it right off the bat. Ask him about how you feel about pimps, and according to the answer, you can comfortably make a decision. If he should be, if he a real man, he should have no respect for pimps. And ladies, don't take anything else. Don't compromise on this at all. Now, I know this is GentCulture, but I'm talking to the ladies now who are listening. Don't compromise at all when it comes down to the pimp question. Ask him how you feel about pimps. And if he tell you anything other than he has no respect for pimps, you need to go. Don't even waste your time talking no more. He's not for you. Because a man who has respect for a pimp has no respect for women. Okay? And don't fall for any trickery. Well, I'm cool with pimps, but you know, I ain't like that. My uncles and it was pimps, and you know, but don't fall for none of that. If he respects pimps, he won't respect you. And don't let family members cause you to be with somebody you shouldn't be with. What I mean by family members, if he says, well, you know, my daddy was a pimp, my uncle was a pimp, man, you know, I thought they was cool dudes, and, you know, I mean, I ain't like that, though, right? He tell you some shit like that, you need to keep him moving. Because he respects pimps. Because his daddy was a pimp, his uncle was a pimp, his brother was a pimp, he respects pimps. See, I don't respect, if my daddy was a pimp, I would say the same thing. I don't respect pimps. You know, I don't fuck with my father because he used to be a pimp. Okay? Keep in mind, ladies, a real man does not respect pimps at all. Hey, what's going on, you guys? A real man doesn't respect pimps at all. The pimp game, right, has nothing in it that respects women. There was no reason for a black man to be a pimp. No reason whatsoever. There was no reason for a black man to respect a pimp. No reason whatsoever. Cut your losses immediately. If you hear any respect for a pimp from a guy you're talking to, cut your losses right there on the spot. Thank you. Nice to been talking to you, but I gotta go. Get out of there. You don't want nothing to do with that. Because I'm telling you right now, if he respects a pimp, he will eventually disrespect you. It's coming because he has that pimp culture in him. So you need to save yourself trouble and ask him right off the bat, how does he feel about pimps? If you get any other answer other than he don't respect pimps, you need to stop talking to him. He's not for you. He's not fit to be your man. It's not a man that's going to love you. It's not a man that's going to take care of you. It's not a man that's going to respect you. And listen, I know the narrative out there, fellas, that women aren't to be respected and that you should treat women like they're dogs and that you should pump and dump women and they're all hoes, they're all bees, and they're ghetto gaggers and all this other stuff, right? Well, that's not true. Again, a lot of males out here who are stalking all this craziness, these aren't men, and you shouldn't listen to anything they say, and you shouldn't look up to these men. Don't look up to guys like Red Supreme or Kevin Samuels or Alpha Male Strategies or Alan Roger Curry or anybody from the manosphere. These aren't men that you should be looking up to. These aren't men that you should be getting advice from. These men are anti-black, and they are anti-black female. They're also anti-black family. These aren't men that you should be listening to. Okay? You listen to guys like this, you're going to end up not being able to have a successful relationship. You're going to always have problems with women because you're going to be looking for things that aren't there. You're going to be trying to implement things in the relationship that you shouldn't. You're going to try to do things in your relationship with a woman that you shouldn't be doing at all. And you're going to have bad luck. And then the bottom is going to fall out. You're going to get to the point where you're going to become too weird and too awkward for women to deal with. Okay? I'm telling you the right way. Respect goes a long way with women. Just because you are respecting your woman, it doesn't mean that you're a simp. Now let's deal with this simp shit. Everybody is a simp. You got to stop doing it. That's immature for one. What are you going to be? You're going to be a grown, mature man? Or you're going to be an overgrown teenager like many of these guys who have these podcasts who are doing nothing but railing against black women? Overgrown teenagers, 40-some years old, just like 19 and 20-year-old gangbangers. These are men who are serious in life and serious about relationships with women. So you got to make up your mind what type of man you're going to be. Are you going to be a grown-ass man with maturity? Or are you going to be a grown-ass man with the mentality of a 19 and 20-year-old? You need to make that decision. Okay? Now, let's attack this simp thing. It's not cool to say that if a man shows a woman love that he's a simp. That's not cool. It's not cool to say because a man respects a woman and respects the women that he with, that he's a simp. That's not cool. It's not cool to say that a loving man who loves his woman is a simp. Okay? You guys want to be in relationships that have no love, then you won't be in them with black women. Get yourself a blow-up doll or a sex robot. You do better with them than to try to be in a relationship with a black woman that has no love. Black women need love like any other woman. I'm telling you that they need love, okay? So do not sit here for one instant and think that women don't need love. Now, some fool said something about some misery gene. I don't know about no damn misery gene, but I do know black women need love. Stop listening to these fools who do nothing but hate women and tell you all of these things that are negative towards women. You got guys who go live every day and tell you nothing but negative things about women, but they don't tell you anything positive. Where are the guys who are talking positive about black women? I can't be the only channel doing that. Are you saying that our women aren't capable of anything good? Who actually believes something like that? You got to stop believing that. Stop being attracted to the men who talk what I call gangster gossip. Gangster gossip, like Red Supreme, a bunch of gangster gossip, fake ass gangsters gossiping, YouTube gossipers, right? Guys who sit up here and stop flocking to guys who are always calling women bees and hoes. Stop being around them guys. Stop supporting those guys. Okay? Learn how to address women properly. You're not a weak dude because you're not running around here calling women bees. Who told you that? And who are you listening to begin with? Whoever you're listening to, stop listening to them because that's not true. You're not weak or you're not a simp because you don't run around here disrespecting women. Stop doing it. You're not going to, listen, you won't get anywhere with women if you are disrespecting them, calling them out the name. You know why? Because words matter to women way more than they matter to men. Okay? And I'm trying to get this through to y'all. It matters what you say to a woman. Don't just say any old kind of thing. It will come back to bite you. I'm telling you right now. And then when she acts a certain way, and you don't know why she's acting that way, because you don't understand the things that you said had an impact on her, right? And then you blow that by not taking. I give a damn about how they. That's one of the worst things you can do. Cause I give a damn about how they. Cause they sure enough give a fuck about how they. If you do something so bad enough, you'll be in a lot of trouble. Don't listen to guys who telling you, crazy, made up shit that a woman has a misery gene. Don't listen to hocus pocus nonsense like that. The hell is a misery gene? A woman got no damn misery gene. Stop listening to these guys with this fake pseudoscience when it comes down to women. Women, you know, listen, if you want to be a weak dude, that's your prerogative. But don't spread that shit to anybody else. Keep that weakness to yourself. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear you come on social media and call women bees and hoes because you aren't manly, you aren't man enough to be who you are. Many of you who call these women bees and hoes, you just aren't man enough to stand up in the world and be recognized as a real man. That's the problem with you. You'll never hear the black knight call a woman a bee. Well, white women are different. I don't like white women. You might hear me call them bees, but I have my reasons because of the history of slavery. But you'll never hear the black knight call the black woman a bee. My volume dropped low. Hold on. All right. Hold it down real quick. Then let me go out and come back in.
Yeah, and yes, calling women the B word, the H word, and that um, new words that they coming out with. Stop making them words being associated with uh, black women. That means all you trying to associate with all black women. Yeah, these men, even though they be going not a some, but the way they keep saying it, they referring to all of it, and that means your girl, your woman, your wife, your daughter, your nieces, your mother. Why you think men used to be mad when would be mad when they call him a son of a bee? Wasn't because they were insulting the man; they were insulting his mother.
Okay, I'm back, y'all. How about the volume now, Dame? Is it good?
It's good.
All right. Okay, thank you. Getting back to what I said, let me reiterate what I said, right? Guys who disrespect women, brothers, the guys who call women bees and hoes. This is just a reflection of your own ineptness. You know, you don't have the fortitude to be a man. You know, you are afraid to stand up in this world and be counted as a real man. And some of that comes from fear, self esteem, and many of you are afraid of conflict. So you have an inner turmoil going on with yourself. And you try to reflect that on women by calling women bees, and you think that that's the remedy that makes you feel good. All it does is make things worse for you as a man, you know, and it makes you look cowardly to other men. You see, one of the reasons that you guys are bothered so much is because you don't have the respect of real men such as myself. We don't respect you. We don't see you as men. I don't respect any of you guys who are sitting up here calling women bees and hoes. I don't. The Black Knight will never call a black woman out of her name. I don't need to. I'm too strong and too much of a man to be that weak. Now, you may hear me call a white woman to be, but I don't like white women. I have a history, and the reason why I don't like white women, it goes all the way back to slavery. And I don't put her on the level of a black woman. You got to be, are you serious? That's another thing, man. I hear you crazy ass dudes putting other women on par with black women. You got to be out of your mind. There's nobody on par with the black woman. The black woman is it. It is her, and then there's everybody else. And if that's not how you want it, Father, I'm concerned you ain't even black. If the black woman isn't it for you, then you ain't black. That's the way I'm looking at it. So if you like, I'm hardcore. A lot of dudes don't like me. That's cool. I'm not here for dudes who like me. I don't have love for dudes. I'm a real ass man. All of my love goes where it's supposed to go. It goes to women. I've said to you guys before, right? I was raised by two hard men, my father and my grandfather, country boys. We didn't play any games, all right? And they taught me love is for women, respect is for men. You give the love to the women in your life, and the men, they have to earn your respect. Don't take your grown ass around here talking about you love another man, because then we're going to look at you like you some punk homo, and we're going to disown you from the family. That's the way my grandfather and my father used to talk. They didn't play that homo shit. They ain't playing none of that. You know. Now they understand when you're young, you're gonna say, "I love you, daddy," and stuff like that. They'll only take that for so long. Once you get a certain age, they will break you out of that and start teaching you the difference and start teaching you the real understanding of the word love and where it should be placed properly. See, they wait till you get a certain age and then they start correcting you. My father started correcting us when we was around 6, 7 years old. That's when he started correcting us about that word love and where it's supposed to properly be. Okay? So I don't care about, so when you say the black knight doesn't like men or hate men, I don't, that doesn't even register to me. Because with me, it's either I respect you or I don't respect you. There's no love involved. I ain't got no love for you. I don't know how to love men. I don't know how to do that. That's not in my physical makeup or my mental or emotional makeup. Ain't no love for men in my man. I don't even know what that's about. Either I respect you or I don't respect you as a man. That's what it is. And it ain't gonna be nothing else other than that. But with the women, that's where all my love lies. All my love is with the black woman. And that's where it's supposed to be. Only the black woman gets my love. The black man don't get my love. I'm a fucking black. What the hell do I look like loving a black man for? I'm not gay. That's for you gay dudes. A real man doesn't love another man. What are you, sick? It's either respect or it's not respect. All right? That's what it is. So, you guys who can't respect women, you know, you can't love women. And I know what it is. You know, you guys, you go around and you'll find other men who are just as weak as you are. And that's who you support and that's who you flock to because you're afraid of being real man. A lot of guys are afraid of me. They're afraid to come over here because you're dealing with a real man over here. You're not going to come over here and hear me bashing black women. I'm too strong for that. You're not going to come over here and I'm going to enable your weakness. I'm going to talk to you like a man. If you don't like it, well, you can handle it the way you want to handle it. You can either get the fuck out, don't come back. You can try to step to me, but I wouldn't recommend it. Or you can keep your mouth shut. There's many ways you can handle it. But you're not going to come over here and get away with being weak. I won't allow that. I don't want any weak dudes over here. I'm not a weak dude. So I'm not going to be rolling with no weak dudes. You're not going to come over here and get that shit off. Okay? You're not going to come over here talking crazy about black women. I don't allow that. You're not going to come over here and blame black women. I'm not going to allow that either. You're not going to come over here and tell me that there's blame on both sides. I ain't going to allow that either. Not gonna come over here and talking about, well, black women get not allow none of that. And I understand why a lot of you brothers don't want to come around over here. Okay, because I'm not weak. And I don't enable your weakness. I'm not gonna sit up here and roll what you're talking about. Yeah, man, the black woman is this, is that. I'm not gonna do any of that. You won't get that from me. You're gonna get the opposite from me. And I don't play any games with you. I don't enable your weakness. I don't allow you to come on my panels, get into it with women. I don't allow you to go into my chat rooms, get into it with women. I don't allow any of that. I will not enable weak black men on this channel. I won't do it. You come over here, you're either going to be strong or you're going to take these teachings and learn how to become strong. If you don't want to deal with any of that, I'm not even sure why you come over here. Now, I'm going to start cherry picking some dudes up out of here because I've been tolerant with a couple of people, and they keep pushing. They keep pushing the envelope. See. This is the problem when you have men who don't know who they are, and they behave, and they get crossed up, and they behave like women. They start to become vindictive like women, which is an attribute that a man should never have. A man shouldn't have a vindictive nature. But when you're weak, right, and you adopt these traits from women, you know, it becomes very, very unbecoming of you as a male. You understand? I don't know how to tell you, but it is very, very, very unattractive to a woman for a male to exhibit any kind of feminine behavior. Any kind. You don't believe me? Ask one of them. This isn't rocket science. Just ask one of them. And so when you're weak, I'm going to get a couple of you out of here because I've been tolerant. I've been giving you time to take in these teachings, but you're not taking to the teachings. I've been watching. There's two dudes in here I've been watching for a little while. Okay? And I'm going to get you up out of here in a little bit. Probably not today. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to take to these teachings. But if you don't take to these teachings, I'm going to get you on up out of here. Because I've allowed you to be weak because I'm trying to teach you. But you don't seem to be getting up on these teachings. You know, you're getting to the point now to where you're becoming a vindictive female. I don't like that. That's severe weakness on your part. All right? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to end up knocking you upside your head and getting you up out of here. All right? Because I'm not going to allow men to be weak on this channel. This is not a channel for weak men. I'm not a weak man, and I'm not going to allow or condone weak men to be on this channel. If you come over here, you need to be exhibiting strength. I don't want to hear nothing about women and bees, women and hoes. I don't want to hear anything about your lack of self-esteem. Because when you're disrespecting women like that, that's a problem with you. It means that you don't have the fortitude to be a real man. A real man does not have to disrespect a woman. You're supposed to be too strong for that. That's just weakness. Okay? That's just weakness. All right? And it will not be tolerated on this channel. Dane will tell you, my little sister will tell you, I don't play, man. I'm not a weak man, and I'm not going to enable weak men on this channel. And some of you come over here because you want to hear what the Black Knight has to say, but you also want to see if the Black Knight is going to enable your weakness. I'm not going to do that. Matter of fact, the rules that I have on my channel is teaching. See, when you respect the rules on my channel, you're learning. What is the rules on my channel? You don't come up here and call black women bees or hoes or anything like that. You don't call them out of their name. That's teaching right there. So just by you accepting that rule, you're accepting one of my teachings that will make you a stronger man. What's my other rule? We don't allow men to come over here and start fights with women in the chat. See, by accepting that rule, that's another teaching. A teaching that's enabling you to be stronger mentally and emotionally. See, my rules are actually teachings in disguise because they enable you to be stronger mentally and emotionally. So if you just come and abide by the rules in here every day, if you come here every time we fire up, right, and you abide by the The rules are helping you to strengthen yourself mentally and emotionally. Because my rules for this channel are disguised teachings that will help men to become stronger. Over here, you're not allowed to call women out of their name. Over here, you're not allowed to fight women name. So you must find another way that is acceptable to deal with him. So you must dig into your integrity, because we don't allow no disrespect. So I've taken that sort of weakness from you. Now it's up to you to replace it with a sword of strength. Okay? I'm helping you out. When you cross the threshold of this channel, your sword of weakness is automatically removed if you abide by the rules of this channel. The rules of this channel will automatically relieve you of your sword of weakness. So now you can replace it with a sword of strength, a sword of dignity, a sword of integrity, a sword of honor, a sword of respect. You have a variety of swords you can choose from that will help you become a better man. You understand? Because I just simply won't allow you to wield a sword of weakness on this channel. The ebony blade is a strong blade of honor and integrity. The ebony armor that I wear is the armor of integrity and respect and honor. You want to be like the Black Knight, you got to become a Black Knight. It starts with respect and integrity and honor for yourself and to others. Check weakness at the door. Get rid of your weakness. Learn to embrace your strength and continue to strengthen yourself. Hold on one second. Continue to strengthen yourself. Well, I'm coming to a close on my GentCulture. I just wanted to come in here this morning and talk to you brothers about something positive and teach you how to deal and how to properly make amends with women so that you don't have a situation to where a woman will come back on you later on in your endeavors and you don't know why. Because you don't realize that you didn't properly make amends. And that's why she has returned with blood in her eyes and vengeance on her mind. I hope you've learned something today. That's what GentCulture is all about. I hope you like, subscribe, and share. Because brothers, these kinds of teachings are very, very valuable. And I promise you, they'll make you a better man. Alpha male strategies will make you, alpha male strategies, Alan Roger Curry, and the manosphere, and the SYSBMs and red pills and all of that, they will make you the worst possible man that you can be. Pimp culture will make you the worst possible man that you can be. And we're here to combat that with GentCulture. We're trying to make you the best possible man that you can be. And with that being said, I am now at the end of my rant. Dan, come on in here. Let me see who's going on.
Hello.
Hey, Mella, how you doing? I didn't even see Mella come in. All right, Dan, so what'd you think about the show today? I always like to
Um,
talk to Dame at the end of the show, y'all, because she's a woman, and I always like to get the gauge of women on how to show. Even though the show is to help brothers, okay, but it's to help brothers, get themselves together and also how to deal with women properly. So always had to get the gauge of a woman at the end of the show. So okay, Dame. So lay it on me. How'd you like the show?
I like the show just fine. Uh, well, it ain't worth it. You know, it's like the language. Um, I wish we could find another way of saying the H word and and that other one, the one that they came up with, or at least to me it is the ghetto dagger
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The ghetto gaggers. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, like we say, don't say the B word in here, and stuff like that. I wish there was another way of
Mhm.
saying those. But yeah, you're on point. Yeah, if you really wanted to be over with, you would make amends. You know, because as long as you're not making amends, um, as far as she's concerned, it's not over.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, like I said, a lot of brothers make this mistake, and they don't ever make proper amends. And then when it comes back on them, they're startled, and they think that the woman is attacking them out of the blue. And then they try to gain favor with other people and say, "See, she's attacking me." No, she's retaliating because you never made amends. I keep telling you guys, you just can't. You. What they don't understand is, you just can't disregard women like that. You can't disregard them and put them to the side like they're trash. They have feelings. They're not going to allow you to do that. That's why you have to make amends. A real man recognizes that and understands that and will make the proper amends. Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, and sometimes, when she brings stuff up that you thought was over with or in the past, that's the reason why you didn't make amends.
Mm-hmm.
She may have said she forgive you, but you didn't make the amends. She just saying she forgive you, but in her mind you
Well,
didn't
she's
make the
not even. Well, she's not even saying that if you don't make amends. You got to
mm,
make amends to even get that. If you're not even getting the forgive thing, then you're not making amends at all. Because she's not forgiving you. That's why she's coming after you later on. She's picking a time to where she feels that she can hurt you the most. That's not forgiveness. That means that you have not made any amends whatsoever.
hmm.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And right now, the
Or
gym culture is not it's not popular, but we're gonna keep pushing until till we start attracting more and more men. Because I believe gym culture is very, very important for
hmm.
us to fight pimp culture. And a lot of guys don't realize that they get their behavior and get their vernacular from pimp culture. So like I said, ladies, now this is the part where I talk to you ladies, right? Again, listen, remember what I said. You can make it easy on yourself right off the bat if you're interested in a guy, right? Especially in this day and age, you need to be upfront. You ask him straight up, how does he feel about pimps? And you can go and you can be very comfortable making a decision off his answer. If he has any kind of respect for a pimp, you need to drop him. Don't even waste your time. And I don't care nothing about if his daddy's involved, his uncle is involved, his cousin Wawa is involved. If he respects them, you need to drop him. I'm a man. I'm telling you what it is. If he has any kind of respect for pimps, you need to drop him. A real man, ladies, I'm telling you, as a man, a real man has absolutely no respect for pimps, regardless of who's involved. Daddy, uncle, brother, cousin, it does not matter. Let me say this one more time. This is for the ladies. A real man has absolutely zero respect for pimps and pimp culture. So you dealing with a guy and you ask him about pimps, if he gives you any kind of, well, my daddy was a pimp, my uncle and them was a pimp. I mean, they will own it like that, and I respect what they did, but I don't do it. Man, you need to drop him. The word respect and pimp doesn't belong in the same sentence. You need to drop him. I'm telling you right now. You need to drop him. You're going to
Hmm.
get yourself in a world of hurt if you continue to pursue a relationship with a fool that don't respect women. He's telling you he a damn fool. Believe what he's telling you and drop him. I'll say this one last time in closing. A real man has absolutely zero respect for pimps and pimp culture, regardless of who's involved. It don't matter if it's daddy, uncle, cousin, little woo woo, little wah wah. It don't matter. Dane, what you got to say about that?
Yeah, and not to mention the cultural language of players in Mac. They start
Yeah,
talking about how they a player in Mac.
yeah. That's all.
Uh,
That's all. That's all in pimp culture. Now, there's another thing too, y'all. There's guys going around here talking about respect to the dude Max something who played the Mac in the movie The Mac. You know what I'm saying? Watch them guys too. Y'all didn't hear me do no tribute to that motherfucker, did you? The guy who died who played the Mac. Y'all didn't hear me tribute nothing to him, did y'all? Dame, have you even heard me say anything about that dude?
no.
I don't respect what he did. He played a Mac, a man who disrespected women and was brutal to women. I'm a real man. I don't respect nothing like that. To me, that ain't no work. Yeah, his name is Max Julian. That guy's the one talking about some, shout out to Max Julian, respect to man. You'll never hear me say no respect or, no. Y'all don't hear me saying that shit. I don't respect that dude. I don't respect no dudes who play pimps. You're not gonna hear that shit here. Like I said, watch them guys, man. Watch these guys who talking about pimps and things like that. Max, Julian, all that. Watch that, ladies. Pay attention to who's saying that in chats. Shout out to Max Julian. We lost a good one. Pay attention to all that. Those are guys who secretly don't respect women. Like I said, a real man ain't gonna give no nigga like that no shout out. What the fuck I'm gonna give him a shout out for? He ain't put no real work on the screen. That nigga made a movie about disrespecting and beating down black women, shitting on black women, exploiting black women. You know what I'm saying? Using black women as mules so he can have a better lifestyle. And I think he was gay any fucking way. Most pimps are gay. That I'm gonna give him a shout out for. Fuck him. Good riddance. Thank you, Mella. I didn't know you were listening. I appreciate it, Mella. I appreciate that. But nah, like I said, a real man, ladies, and I'm telling you, I'm a real man from the old school. My pops, my grandfather, they never ever respected no pimps. They hated pimps. They despised pimps. They're the reason why I have a hatred and disrespect for pimps. They told me the real deal about pimps and how they defile women, how they're nothing but disparagers of women and bullies of women and abusers of women. I learned all that from my grandfather and my father. So I always like to say, I have a healthy disrespect for pimps. I have a healthy loathing of pimps. I have a healthy hatred for pimps. And I don't respect no motherfucker that respects the pimp culture. Dame,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
you know how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's good to give these clues because we've been listening to this language for this pimp culture language for so long. It's become embedded, and we have tuned stuff out. Unless he's obviously gone in the pimp mode, and they have, I don't know, either put pimps on a pedestal, or they they mild out what they actually do.
Hmm. Right, and then and and it's like guys make so many excuses. That's why ain't too many people on this channel, too many dudes on this channel. This channel is mostly supported by black women, and rightfully so, because we love black women over here. But we're trying to get more brothers over here, but we're very, 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 very picky about the brothers. We don't just let. But you see, the standard for men on this channel is extremely high. Okay, because of my reputation as a black man. Okay, and so I'm not just gonna let any man on the channel like some people believe that I gave RBR a wrench, right? Just for that particular show. But he doesn't have a wrench in here for real. We took that wrench back. We're not gonna let a loser like that don't have any respect for women have a permanent wrench on this channel. I'm not that crazy. If you disrespect women and shit, if I catch you, if you have a wrench and I catch you, if I find out that you're doing this on somebody's channel and you're trying to come over here and play both sides of the fence, I'm taking your wrench. That's how we found out about Lawrence. If you notice, he ain't in here no more. We got rid of him. You understand what I'm saying? We're serious over here about loving our black women, and we want the right dudes over here. It's gonna take some time to get them kind of dudes over here. We understand that.
Yeah.
We're willing to wait for that. As long as we get the right quality dudes over here, we don't care how long it takes.
Hmm.
It's a slow grind, okay? But we want the right. Hey, hey, what's going on, Joe? It's a slow grind, but we want the right brothers over here, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want no weak dudes over here. I can't stand with Dane. Can I
Uh-huh.
stand weak dudes?
No, you have no tolerance.
I can't. I ain't got no fucking patience. Um, for weak dudes. If I don't have a problem respecting a woman, it shouldn't be a problem for you either. I don't even understand what the struggle is. I don't even get it. Guys on the right talking about some bees and hoes. What are you doing that for? You ain't got to. I don't even understand. You ain't got to do that. So I don't even get it. What is so hard about addressing a woman properly? What is so hard about that? I don't have a problem doing it. Okay, what's so hard about it?
I don't know. They just make it out hard because they don't want to. They don't want to change it. They don't want to admit that the way they've been going is wrong, or that they've been wrong about women and stuff like that.
Let
Or
me ask you a question.
mhm.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about a man that tells you, okay, if a woman acts like a bee, if a woman acts like a whore, then he's going to address her as a bee and address her as a whore if that's what she acts like. Now, I know where that narrative comes from. That comes from pimp culture, y'all. That's not actually any real teachings from any real men. My father and grandfather never taught that. Okay? But that actually comes that narrative comes from out of pimp culture. Pimps teach boys to talk like that and think like that. But but before I get into the origin of that, Nan, tell me how you feel about that.
To me, that sounds like a conditional. She gotta be perfect. Can't make no mistakes. Um, and then I don't. And I don't know what he means by she's acting like a bee. It could mean anything. Shoots.
I'm so,
I heard she's acting like a bee because she's stating an opinion.
uh-huh.
Uh huh.
So if you're acting like a deadbeat because he treat you like a deadbeat, I'm just saying if you're acting like a deadbeat dad because he treat you like a deadbeat dad, and if you're out here sleeping with multiple women and making all of these baby mamas because she treats you that way, because she treats you like you a skag. I mean, if you want to play that game, it's really a game that I don't think you can win as a man. Because I keep telling you guys, you need to stay out of this emotional game with women. You cannot win no emotional battle with women. You're not built like that. You're built entirely different. They are built like that. They are built for a war of attrition in the emotional game because they are naturally emotional. This is something you puny brain Negroes who think you're so damn smart, you don't understand. You are built altogether entirely different. You are not going to win an emotional war with women. They're natural. They don't burn energy being emotional like you do. It's natural to them as breathing to be emotional because they're nurturers. It's like comparing a flashlight to a star in the universe. You got no shot. So you got to be careful when you want to start these little petty emotional back and forths. Because you see, you have a lot more skeletons in your closet than she does. I mean, if you don't want to pay child support because she treats you like a bum, let's go down that road. You say if she want to act like a hoe and act like a bee, you want to treat her that way. Okay, let's humor that for a minute. Again, if you don't want to pay child support because she treats you like a no good, cheap ass bum, would you be cool with that? And it's the truth. Is that what one of you said? That you can treat her that way as long as it's the truth? Okay. Well, you are a no good son of a bitch. You don't want to pay child support. You're a no good son of a bitch. And if there was two of you, you add up to nothing. Could she treat you that way? Would you be disrespected if she just jumped in Every day, hey, you lousy motherfucker, you no good son of a bitch. What's going on? What do you mean? No, how can that be disrespectful? It's true. Oh, you pop up one day in chat room. Oh, whoa, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, you fucking deadbeat motherfucker? Do you even know what your kids look like today? Hey, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. No, it's not. It's true. It's true. You show up in the chat room one day, like, hey, how you doing, sister? Hey, what's going on? You fucking wife beater, you fucking bully, you fucking abuser, you should be in jail. Hey, wait a minute, that's disrespect. No, it's true. You are beating on your wife. It's true. It's not disrespectful. If you show up and call you a no good son of a bitch, beating on your wife, your ass should be under the jail. Well, why you coming at me like this? She ain't coming at you. Ain't no disrespect. It's true. You out there selling drugs, get your ass locked up and go to jail. You know, you finally home, she come up. Hey, what's going on, sister? What's up, you jailbird? What you gonna do to go to jail this time? You can't even keep your ass out of jail. Oh, that's disrespect. No, it's not. It's true. You have gone to jail. You are selling drugs. Unemployed, selling drugs, going to jail. You show up in the chat room. What's up, you fucking jailbird, you bum ass nigga, don't want to get a real job? Yo, that's disrespectful. No, it's not. It's true. You are a bum. You are selling drugs. You are unemployed. Lousy ass nigga ain't got no job living up on this girl. Hey, what's going on, sister? Hey, what's up, you broke ass nigga, worthless ass nigga living home with your girl like a pussy? Yo, that's disrespectful. No, it's not. It's true. So, Dave.
Yeah.
Do they really want to play that game?
Oh no, they don't want to play that game. Shooks, they think women being disrespectful, and she ain't doing nowhere near any of that stuff. You know, and then a bunch of them are claiming onto things when she ain't even talking about the dude. They'd be like, "You can't be talking about black men like that." Was she talking about black men or was she talking about somebody in particular? And since you reacting to it, does that mean you that type of black man? Oh my goodness, they like that. What if she go out calling them by they are deadbeat dads,
Exactly.
child support dodger.
Yeah, so you want some fucking dumbass to tell you, well, I call them bees and hoe. I'm like, hey, you ain't gotta talk to them like that. I call them bees and hoe. That's what they act like. Okay, fine. You a deadbeat fucking dad. You don't take care of your kids. You a fucking drunk that beats on his wife. You abusive towards women and children. So if you got caught out there molesting a child, right? And she come into the room, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up, you child molester? Your ass should be locked up. Oh, y'all paid my time disrespectful. No, it's not. It's not disrespectful. It's true. You are touching little kids. You are a sex offender. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to sit up here and call women names and threaten to beat up women all the time, okay, that means you're a coward ass pussy. So she show up in the chat, and you say, "What's up, sister? Hey, what's up, coward ass pussy? You beat any women up today? No, you disrespectful. No, it's not. You are a coward ass pussy. You are beating up women. It's not disrespectful. It's true.
or she goes and say, "Hey, lazy ass Negro, you flashing into your girl's money lately? Um, did you go out and get a job? Did you even work today?"
Shout out to Music. What's going on, DJ Music? Giving these dudes a taste of their own medicine. You got too many skeletons in the closet to be playing these kind of emotional games with women. You can't win. It is stupid to think that you can beat them at something that they're natural at and you're not. Like I said, you ain't even built like that. You're a man. You're put together entirely different. Sit up here and tell you, listen, you don't have to talk to a woman like that. Women, let me tell you something. Women respect you more when you use your maturity and your masculinity properly towards them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You can make a woman think if you are mature in the way you deal with her and you are manly in the way you deal with her. Every woman is different, but they'll all respect you for being a man. A woman will never disrespect you. Matter of fact, pull up a chair, y'all. Let me let you in. Let me let your brothers in on a secret. Now, some of you old heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. This don't apply to you. Some of you young brothers, let me let you in on something. Check this out. Smoke this over, right? A woman will never, ever disrespect a man. Think about that. Think about what I'm saying to you. A woman will never, ever disrespect a man. I have never seen a man get disrespected by a woman. I've seen punks get disrespected. I've seen weak ass niggas get disrespected. I've seen motherfuckers who joust back and forth with women like bees and hoes get disrespected. I've never seen a real man get disrespected by a woman. Never. Never. She may disagree with him, or she may act a little she may shake her tail or two and suck her teeth, but she won't disrespect him. You know why? Because she knows he's right. Because he knows how to deal with her properly. He knows how to talk to her the right way. See? There's a difference in the maturity. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys about your maturity level. There's a big maturity gap between an overgrown teenager in his 40s versus a grown ass mature man. If you are 40 years old dressing like you a 19-year-old gangbanger, guess what? The chances of you being disrespected by a woman is extremely high. You out here calling black women ghetto gaggers, doing all kinds of petty childish shit like that. Guess what? The chances of you being disrespected by a woman is extremely high. You dress like a grown ass man with some damn substance and sense. You talk like you got some goddamn sense, and you're mature about how you go about your business and know how to conduct yourself around women and know how to address women properly like a grown ass fucking man, then your chances of being disrespected by a woman is extremely low. Reason why I say extremely low because some women are broken and they don't respect nothing, man, woman, or child. Okay, it's unfortunate that we have some women out here like that, but it don't matter what it is. Their minds they're just messed up. Okay, there's nothing nobody can do for them. Okay, but most And so, all right. Again, I tell you guys, your sartorial expression tells a woman a lot about you. You guys have got to stop being 30-year-olds dressing like you're fucking 17 years old. Y'all have got to stop. That's killing you. I'm telling you right now, that's killing you. You got to stop doing that. You have to grow up. A woman has to see a grown ass man. There's a certain look that a grown man has. A woman can look at a man and tell, okay, this is a man of means. He's serious about his life. He's serious about what he's doing. I'm not saying you got to be in a three-piece suit. Okay? It's just a certain mature way you dress. You ain't got to have on no $2,000 suit. But it's a certain way a grown man dress versus the way you 30-year-old adolescents dress. Women are watching this. And I'm telling you, you 35, 30-year-old grown-ass teenagers, you're killing yourselves. Ain't no woman gonna respect you. We did a show the other day where we had a couple of dudes who were being battered by their women, right? Well, one of the things that we saw with one of them right off the bat, he was soft as hell. And he dressed like a girl. And a woman, you listen, if you dress in these loud ass colors, you run around here shaking your damn hips, man, that woman gonna respect you. They're gonna think you're a punk. Some of them might even get cocky and think that they can physically take you. You know? So you definitely want to show a woman just by the way you dress that you are a grown ass man of substance. I'm telling you, that's killing a lot of y'all right now. You have no idea. A lot of y'all look foolish. You look like fucking teenagers, and you're 35 and 40 years old. And you're wondering why you're not getting any play from the women. You wonder why the women are always arguing with you and they ain't got no respect for you. You're a fucking child. Women raise children. A woman ain't gonna feel that she has to respect a fucking child. Especially if they've raised children. What do you how you think you're gonna get a respect from a woman who's raised teenage boys and you act like a teenage boy? She's got a 19-year-old she's raising, and you 35, and you act like a 19-year-old. You act just like her son. How the hell do you expect to get any respect from her when you're acting like her son? And you damn near 40 years old. Y'all logic is fucked up. And think about it is the motherfuckers who think like that, you have the nerve to walk around here saying that somebody else can't critically think. You can't think at all. And so, understand, you're your own worst enemy. If it's the woman you want, then you have to fix yourself in order to attract the woman that you want. Women aren't attracted to girly ass men. Women aren't really attracted to guys who wear loud ass cute fucking colors. Okay? Most women don't want cute as a button men. They don't want that. Most want ruggedly handsome men. Men who look strong and rugged. With strong jaws and beards and shit. Looking like they can handle some shit. Not some old soft ass nigga running around here drinking a fucking skinny ass cup of tea, shaking your fucking hips, and gyrating in the fucking ground. Twerking and shit. What's up with you niggas out here twerking? What? The hell y'all niggas out here twerking for? Man, y'all got to get some goddamn manliness about you. I can look at a lot of y'all or listen to a lot of y'all, and I can tell that you can't take a punch. And as a man, that's just, I mean, that's disgraceful. You can't take a punch. See, I'm old school, nigga. I come from the blacktop. And the old heads know what I'm talking about when I say the blacktop. That's the street, nigga. My body, my body, you understand what I'm saying? Absorb the concrete, motherfucker. When we shot fair ones, and took body slams on a regular. Body tough enough to get up from a body slam, nigga. You know what that's like? When a motherfucker is strong enough to lift you up over his head and send you through the fucking ground with extreme force. And when your back hit that motherfucking ground and the rest of you hit that goddamn ground, it rattles your whole goddamn skeleton, motherfucker. You got to be tough enough to get up from that. That's where I come from. Not only do you got to be tough enough to get up from a body slam, you got to be able to get up and still be able to fight, motherfucker. I ran with hard ass niggas, man. Niggas who hit hard as fuck. So you punks don't know about that. Your bodies ain't built like you ain't got no. You niggas ain't tough. Y'all run your mouth on social media like you really tough. Oh, I'm gonna meet you at the airport, man. Fuck out of it. You ain't gonna do nothing. Trying to impress these women. You niggas ain't really tough like that. You ain't built like I can tell. Listen to you guys. Y'all ain't built like that. Y'all a bunch of little fucking rambling, fucking rambunctious children throwing temper tantrums. You ain't really built like that. Stop it. And that's not impressing the women. You think you impressing the women by running your damn mouth, sending phony threats to niggas online that you ain't gonna never meet. Knowing you ain't gonna never step to nobody like that in real life. They need to cut that shit out. You do better off just being gentlemen on here. And learning how to talk to the women. And get on. Some of y'all can't even get along with them. You can't even be in the same space with women. Let alone talk to them. You don't even know how to get along with them. Some of you niggas hate yourselves so much that you project so much of that hatred on the women. Shout out to oh man. Ladies don't need a man that the feminine clothes in her closet. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Mella. Well, Dame, I kind of went off on a tangent there.
That's okay. You be dropping jewels in your tangents.
Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything there that you liked?
Well, I liked it, everything. Um, but um, these younger guys that haven't really been in fight, they really need to understand, how um uh just because you're in pain that don't means you stop fighting. That
Yeah, that's you know
that's
what.
how
That's a
you
good.
gotta come back from it.
You know what? That's gonna be my next gen coach. I like what you said there. Just because you're in your pain doesn't mean you stop fighting. You know what? You hit the nail on the head.
Hmm.
That's what's wrong with a lot of these dudes right now. They don't stop fighting because they're in pain. They done gave up, and so now they're just willing to, sell women out because they can't deal with their own pain. You understand what I'm saying? And so now they done got into an emotional battle with a woman, and you're not gonna win that, dude. Y'all need to get out of these emotional battles with women. You can forget about it. You ain't built like that. You know, They're laughing at you. Kevin
Hmm.
Samuels is a joke. I'm keep telling y'all, man. Kevin Samuels, he gonna end up getting shellacked soon. I'm telling you, because the women are playing with him now. He's a plaything. I don't watch a couple of his shows, man. The women are playing with him. Okay, they're having fun with him. He's the latest plaything. Women are
That's why.
testing themselves. They're testing themselves against him. Huh?
Yeah, and that's why he's getting so mad. I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
bet you somewhere behind the scenes, the women are making a bet on how fast they can
Yeah.
make him so mad he kicks them
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah. They're gonna end up driving him crazy. If you notice, right, he started to look real, like messed up in the face. He could barely keep his eyes open. Start look exhausted. I'm telling you, man, they're gonna end up running his ass off of YouTube. Watch. They playing games with him. They having fun with him right now. He's become a plaything.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that shows how weak he is. That he letting what they say do piss him so
Yeah.
off so much that he's kicking him off. That means
Yeah.
he can't handle that emotion.
And then the next one gonna come on and make him even more upset. He gonna kick her off. They're gonna keep going. They toying with him, y'all. They are having fun. They are playing. He's become a plaything for them. This is what I keep trying to tell you. This emotional game you play with women, you can't win. Now he all in his feelings. They got him, man. They about to burn this dude.
and
Okay?
And the tripped out part of it ain't the older ones that he avoid, it's the younger ones that he's after. They the ones that play the most.
Yeah.
So he think I'm going with the younger ones. They don't know any better. They will jump to the crack of authority. But they're also the
Uh.
ones that play the most. They the ones that test a man the most.
I remember one of them stonewalled him, man. When she said, "Well, listen, I don't want a high value man. I don't want none of that because I want a family." You know what I'm saying? And he stonewalled him. He was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! A high value man can have a family too." He said, "Well, according to you, no. He got to be cheated on and all that." No, no, no. A high. I mean, he stonewalled the shit.
Hmm.
They playing with him now, man. Don't trust me. The women over there, they got that. They playing with. They're gonna end up driving that dude crazy. You know what I'm saying? Watch, and you're gonna come on one day. Hey, what happened to Kevin saying? Hey, man, he cracked up. Dude lost it on the air and got admitted into the hospital. And we ain't seen him since. Watch, watch, man. He's become a plaything to them, and
He's
now they
gonna
over
be
there challenging.
hysterically hollering at him.
Yeah, yeah, they over there challenging each other, talking about, listen, I can do this to him. I can make him do this. I can make him do that. I can make him do this. They playing games with him now. You know. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got to get ready to go to work. It's gonna be a good ladies' night tonight. We have a new lady coming on with us. And, Veronica will be on tonight with us. She's a new member of Ladies' Night. So check out her debut tonight. And she's a very very nice lady, very beautiful black woman, and she will be joining the ladies' night panel tonight, y'all. It's going to be real cool to have Veronica on with us, and she's going to be a permanent thing here going forward as we increase the panel of the ladies' night. She is the first one that we have added, and we are looking to add more. So check out Veronica's debut tonight on Ladies' Night. Dan, you want to say something for Ladies' Night before we get out of here?
Well, the my usual is ladies' night is at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Ooh, we got a lot of stuff we're gonna be talking about. Some of them's gonna be wow, and some of them gonna be and some of them's gonna be I can't believe this. You
Yeah, tell me
see.
about the day. Tell me about the day, and tell me a little bit about Veronica.
All right. Those of you who was there for conversation with Lady Dame, Veronica is from Ghana. She's well, she's a friend of Abana, and she interesting conversationalist. She has her own views and opinions. So hey,
Right.
it's
And
not
she's
gonna be
also
Mhm.
And she's also studying. She's studying journalism. She wants to be a journalist. So
Yes.
she's well spoken, and I think y'all
Mhm.
going to enjoy her tonight. She will be making her debut on Ladies Night tonight. And
Mhm.
I guess we'll see y'all tonight at Ladies Night. I'm done for the day.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mella. Tune in tonight for Ladies Night. Should be a good one, especially the baby, right, Dame? Where do y'all see this baby tonight? Y'all gonna be tripping. You know what I mean? She is so cute. All right,
Mhm.
y'all. All right, this has been Gen Culture. Hope you guys have learned something. Um, we'll get back with you on Gen Culture probably next week. We ain't doing nothing on Sunday tomorrow because I'll be working. So next time we'll see you on Gen Culture. Peace, power, and unity. All right, Dame. See you guys on Ladies Night tonight.